The most recent addition to the Geegeez race cards is the tracker, currently incorrectly titled Horse Tracker, because it actually tracks horses, jockeys and trainers. Let me show you how this works. Let's select a race, perhaps from tomorrow's race cards. How about the 305 at Lingfield? In this race we can see we have the normal race card with horse, trainer and jockey columns. Against each horse, trainer and jockey to the right of their name you can see a small grey star in a white box. Clicking on any of these stars will invite you to add that horse, trainer or jockey to your tracker. Let's say I think Robert Tart is a jockey worth following. I just click the grey star next to his name and I'm asked, would I like to add R Tart to my favourites? I click OK and two things happen. Firstly, you'll see the grey star has become a yellow star, and secondly, you may have noticed, if you were eagle-eyed, that the tracker number has gone from 4 to 6. Let's click on tracker and see what happens there. Inside this window there are several boxes. The first is the search box, top left. There are then 3 content boxes, one for search results, which is broken down by horses, trainers and jockeys, one for my selections, in other words my tracked entities, horses, trainers and jockeys, and at the bottom my selections entries. I can see that I have 4 trainers entries and 2 jockey entries. If I click jockeys, it shows me the 2 jockeys, which in actual fact are Robert Tart, who had a runner today and has a runner tomorrow. Let's have a look at the search box. Suppose I wanted to look for a horse in which I own a share called Slipper Satin and track that horse. I type it in the box and press search or enter, and the search results come back. You can see that it's showing 1 horse, no trainers and no jockeys. If I type horse, then Slipper Satin appears in the search box. I can either view Slipper Satin's form or add her to my tracker. In this case I'm going to add her to my tracker, so I click add and you can see that Slipper Satin appears in my tracked selections. You can also see that Slipper Satin does not appear at the bottom of the screen, and that is because she doesn't have an entry at the time of writing. Looking at my trainers, you can see I have three here in the tracker, and if I look at trainers at the bottom we can see that A Honeyball has no runners, J.M. Jefferson has 2 runners, and Miss J. Fielden also has 2 runners. Again, looking at my jockeys, I know that I have 1 jockey in my tracker, and clicking on the jockeys at the bottom shows his 2 runners in the declarations for today and tomorrow. Clicking on a race will open a new tab with that race within it, and here you can see Robert Tart is gold starred as he's one of my favourites. In order to remove a selection from your tracker, you can do this in a couple of ways. You can do it either from the central tracker screen, simply by clicking the remove button, like so, or you can do it from the race card screen itself, simply by clicking the gold star, and again you'll be asked to confirm that you want to take the action. Click OK and you'll see that the gold star becomes grey again. If we go back to our tracker and refresh the screen, we see our horse tracker has gone down to 4 now. Clicking on the tracker and we can see that we have no jockey entries. And that is the search and track function on the Geegeez race card. Quite simple but very powerful, and it will, with the gold stars on the race cards, it will ensure you never miss one of your selections again.